guys how to make this delicious baked cinnamon apple fritters. Yeah, let's do this. So in a large bowl, I'm just putting in 1 1/3 cups of all-purpose flour. Ta-da! And then I'm going to add a half of 1/3 cups, which I have no idea what that is. So if you guys are good with math, just do that, or just pour half of the 1/3 cup container thing with Truvia, because I'm using Truvia in today's video instead of sugar. But if you're going to use sugar, then just double the amount of Truvia that I'm using, guys. Then I have 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and then about 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, but like I'm pouring a bit more than 1 teaspoon because I love cinnamon. So just pour it. Ta-da! Then I have 1/4 teaspoon salt, and now I'm just going to whisk it all together. This, guys, would be awesome for like Christmas or maybe even Thanksgiving. I'm not sure. Do you eat this on Thanksgiving? I don't know. And then in another bowl, guys, I'm using silk coconut to add in 3/4 non-dairy milk. I have coconut milk. You guys can use almond or whatever you guys want. Adding in 2 tablespoons of melted butter. Then I have 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. Whoopsie. Then we have 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and then you mix it all together, cause you know it's a better pow. If you guys know where that's from, then you're probably awesome. Then you pour the wet into the dry, and you have the best of both worlds. Okay, don't know why I'm so obsessed with Hannah Montana today. So we just like mix this or whisk it. I don't know, I'm not a chef. You just mix it. So this is a bit too like thick, so we need to add some milk. We're just going to add little by little because it should be like a wet thick consistency and not like full on dry. Make sure not to add too much milk though, guys, because we want it to be very thick, but it should be like a liquidy thickness, you know. So this is what you want basically. It should be like very like soft and, you know, like this. Now we have these funny looking cutting boards. Alright, after you washed your apples, you're basically, if you have a cookie cutter, that like core cutter that goes in the middle, use that, guys, but I do not have that. So what we're going to do is, we're just going to cut these. And basically, we're just going to cut it like this all the way down, and then we're going to have to make our own holes because there should be like a hole in the middle. Wow. So about that thick. It's up to you guys how thick you want it to be. Like, it's up to you. Don't make it too thin because it might like crack. Or, I don't know. If you're good with cutting, do whatever you want. Okay. Oh no! Hopefully you guys don't make the mistake I did. Like, look at that. Ugly. Okay, keep on going. Alright, now we have these slices. You can make however many you want, but I'm going to use 3 apples. Now what we're going to do is cut a hole in the middle so it becomes like a donut. So we just carefully, you know, make a circle. Hopefully you guys have those core cutters because those would be very handy right now. Wow, yeah! So it looks a bit rough, but we're not going to see this part anyway, so don't worry about that, guys. Just keep on cutting off the middle. Ta-da! Ta-da, ta-da, ta-da. Okay, they don't look so good, guys, but you know, the taste is what's important, right? Okay, moving on. Alright, guys, now if you have parchment paper, please use that, but if not, just pour like tons of butter or oil on your pan, which is what I did, and I wrote Naturally Vegan 011. Woohoo! Okay, alright, then we're going to dunk the apples in and coat them like crazy. Okay, now it just like died in there. Okay, and coat it like crazy, and then pick it up. And now we're just going to transfer this to the tray, and then I've just transferred it to the tray, so to the naturally vegan tray, right? And I'm just going to like open up the middle a bit, but I think this will grow because there is baking powder in it. So okay, this is a bit messy, guys, but basically you just do that over and over again, fill the whole tray, and that's it. Definitely give them a bit of space, guys, in between, because these will definitely grow a bit. It looks like a donut, guys, look at that. And then you're going to put the oven at 375 degrees Fahrenheit or 190 degrees Celsius. And now guys, we're just going to put these in for 20 to 25 minutes, or until you can see that it's golden brown. Alright, now we're putting in 2 tablespoons of sugar. This does not really have to be that exact though, guys, because this is just for the topping. And I'm going to be using brown sugar because we don't have white sugar, but you're supposed to use white sugar. 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. Okay, that's about 1 teaspoon. Then we just mix it. This is just for the topping, guys. Alright guys, so here's the fritters 20 minutes later. They don't look that pretty, but hopefully we will change that when we put in the topping. So thankfully they did not stick though, so I'm just going to transfer these to another plate. Alright guys, so now I'm just going to take some melted butter and then put a bit on top. So whoops, okay, that might have been a bit too much. So we're going to put this on top, and then going to sprinkle generously. Make sure you have clean hands, guys, and kind of like move it around at the top. Okay, this just made it look way worse than it did earlier. So it's not that pretty, but you know, it's fine. So guys, that is how you make these, and let's do the taste test, shall we? I have another batch cooking in the oven, so in total made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12 apple fritters, so that's pretty good. Now let's see if it's actually yummy. Okay, wow, that's intense. Look at the inside. Look at that, guys. Look at the inside. Oh my god. So it's not extremely sweet because I used stevia, but because of the sugar on top, it's perfect. That's actually so good. This just turned into a mukbang right now. I've never really liked apple fritters, but I love the ones, I used to love the ones in McDonald's, and this reminds me of that. That's actually so good, and this is a great way to, like, if your apples aren't that yummy, just do this. And tell me down below if you're going to try this out, and tell me if you want to make me to make more recipes on here where I make them more like a vlog style, chill style recipe video, because that way I will be able to upload more. So anyways, please go down below, subscribe to this channel, Naturally Vegan 011, turn on the post notifications so you guys know when I upload a new video. Check me out on Aryaville, because on there I do my vlogs and you can see what I'm doing here in the US. And also I do tons of mukbangs there, so there's lots of vegan food on Aryaville as well. And follow me on my social medias at AryaBifNB011. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Gracias por ver, and I will see you the next time. Yes.